General Matiang'i.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at General Matiang'i, as you call him, he has a few positives that you want to give it to him. First of all, the country and some people think he is a fix-it guy, majorly because of what he did at the Ministry of Education and at the Ministry of Interior about the passports. But that is quickly also juxtaposed with his style of leadership. Because today, Jagero, I don't know whether you have seen anyone who is applying for the passport recently. And the passport is able to get out in 2 weeks record time.
Yes.
Now, if the passport is able to get out in 2 weeks record time today, under Kipchumba Murkomen and PS Omolo, this is happening without drama. When Matiang'i was in charge and some of these things could happen, it used to be about drama. It's about him going to you remember those clips of him at immigration, harassing people and pushing people, and that is what could lead to result. Now, today, you are able to have result, but you do not have that kind of drama. You don't have the kind of drama where you are able to see the CS storming schools and maybe lecturing teachers, because some of us feel like that cannot be a proper style of leadership. Now, where you want to say that you can give him credit, it is also quickly juxtaposed by how are things happening today. Now, when Matiang'i was minister because these are the kind of things, Jagero, that the people want to look at, and they must look at for them to know the kind of person they want to put in office. I look again at Fred Matiang'i and remember his time as at the Ministry of Interior. What are some of the things that we are able to remember then? You remember the wars that used to be in the northeastern region every other time. There was always someone on the media talking about the Al-Shabaab and other things in the northern hemisphere. Actually, those things became so rampant that they made Natembeya a celebrity, and it ended up making him governor. Now, today, as we speak, you don't hear of any headlines of things happening in the northern hemisphere. There is a calm situation there. Yet you have not seen, there is no drama going around it. You have not seen the Minister of Interior creating drama around it, meaning the situation has actually been handled. As we speak, I doubt you even know the Regional Commission of the Rift Valley. Why? Because there is calm and the situation has been handled without drama. So what used to happen then was a lot of drama around the handling of issues. Today, those issues have been handled. We don't hear of that, yet there is calm. Now, if you want to also look at the issue of killings that I hear even being blamed on people like the current CS, that when something happens on the people on the street, we blame the CS. If that can be the trajectory, Jagero, then we'll still need to ask Matiang'i, because he was CS then when Baby Pendo died. He was still the CS when the Kianjoma brothers died. Because we can't use a different pair of gloves to judge the minister today and then want to use a different pair to judge the minister then. So if he has the infantry to judge the minister today for some of the atrocities happening today, then he must also take accountability for the ones that happened during the time that he was in office. Now you look at those ones. You look at I've talked about the Kianjama brothers, I've talked about Baby Pendo, and many others. Now you look at again his time as CS. What are some of the things that were talked about? Remember, Matiang'i is on record to having ignored over 5 or is it 10 court orders around the Miguna saga.
Yeah, I asked their people in the diaspora, and they were telling me that somebody has to put their foot down, and I asked them, okay, you can put your foot down as much as you like, but when the law says that you have to lift your foot off the ground, then you have to lift it.
You have to, because now, and that's what I'm telling you, these are the fundamental questions that Kenyans must ask themselves about a candidate, because he is a candidate. He ignored court orders. So if he would ignore a court order as a CS, then someone would want to ask, what would he do
if he were to be president?
As president? Because that is on record. It is not hearsay. These are many court orders that kept telling him, why can't you need to do this? And he didn't. You remember Honorable Matiang'i going to parliamentary sessions, and he would lecture parliamentarians about different things, the tone and the attitude. Yeah? You remember Honorable Matiang'i changed the school buses color from wherever to yellow. You want to ask yourself, where was the public participation of that? If we are indeed a country that follows the rule of law, then we want to also ask him such fundamental questions that he must be able to be to be accountable about. So that is why I'm telling you that when you look at him, those questions that he needs to answer are so fundamental. They really make it very difficult for him to put up a proper campaign against the current administration. Okay? So for me, I feel like that is my analysis of Matiang'i. So for me, I think he doesn't have very good grounding in terms of...
Does he have the money to campaign?
I don't know that he has the money, because he also has political mistakes, Jagero. Because they say that in politics, you better start from a good footing. It is not proper to start from what history has already judged to be wrong. History has already judged that ruling parties of Kenya have not produced a president twice. He is in the former ruling party of Kenya, which is the Jubilee Party. So already the start off is on the wrong footing, that you have already started on the wrong side of history, meaning you carry all the baggage of the Jubilee administration. So before we even look at the money, we look at, first of all, what are the simple mistakes that we're already making. In terms of the money, I don't know whether he has the capacity to run a presidential campaign. I don't know that he has the well-wishers to run a president, but I can only judge from what I have seen. And from what I have seen so far, Jagero, is that I haven't seen Matiang'i anywhere else apart from attending church services. I haven't seen him organizing a rally. I haven't seen him... I haven't seen a proper infrastructure around his campaign.
A lot of people are saying that Jubilee is going to... Uhuru is going to give him all the money.
Yeah, that is hope. Now we can only wait, because you see, hope is not a strategy even in life. So we have to wait until it happens. But as it stands now, I doubt even yourself have seen anything that looks like a heavy machine having been put together.
He has employed a Canadian company at $250,000 USD